Alright, hello and welcome to HRL Season 7, round number 13, and at the time of recording this, we're actually done with the regular season, so we're definitely on the back half here, only including this 4 more races to go through here, 2 Supercross races, 1 GP race, and a Rallycross race as well. And then we're going to be moving on to the Grand Finals, which I'll try to do like a little preview video for. Not going to have much time to do that, but I'll try my best. Well, let's get right into it here. So Tampa Bay Supercross, let me just go over it here. Alright, so Tampa Bay is definitely similar to Outlands earlier in the season, a track that some drivers are probably really excited for, some drivers probably really loathe having to race it because it is not the easiest Supercross in the world. Similar to Outlands, it has one really difficult rhythm section, and that is the rhythm section over here. 2 options here, you can take the inside or the outside. Even though the outside is a lot easier, I think you're going to see most of these people take the inside because it has the potential to be faster. Even though the outside isn't that bad, but I'll definitely, when we race this again, I'll definitely buff the outside a little bit because I do think it could be a little bit better. But I'm actually surprised by how few people ran it. And then you have the sand section here, which low-key is actually pretty difficult. It doesn't look difficult, but it is actually a really tough, skilled sand section to get through. You can make up a lot of time there. Then we go into the finish line, and even the jumps on this track are difficult, like this finish line double. You really need to rail the berm if you're going to hit that. Pretty simple section afterwards. And then you go over here, just a simple double. Kind of an interesting sand section here. Onto the tabletop, into the whoops, into this little stretched berm here. And a very tough triple that's going to give people a lot of issues. And then a little double after that into a, I don't know, an interesting sand section here with a few different line options. Some of them are pretty fast, but just really tough to pull off, so you're not going to see people do them very much. And then it links up, so that's pretty much the track. Let's get right into the qualifying. Solange qualified first with a 45.789. Roman very close in second with a 45.823. Roman third, or sorry, I already said Roman. Fireball third with a 45.974. Luke fourth with a 46.190. Vulcan fifth with a 46.557. So then we go into, well, hold on. The heats. Solange wins the first heat, Luke wins the second heat, Solange wins the semi. Go through the starting order here. Solange, Elite, Roman, Camby, Shift, Vulcan, Luke, Armada, Detail, Sector, Hunter, and Fireball. All lined up, ready to take the gate here. Is that an even spread? I think it is. That's pretty cool. Not intentional, but... So the gate's going to drop any moment here soon. I think it's going to drop in like roughly 10 seconds here. Let's see who can get the best start. One thing I will say, nobody's going to get a good start. Vulcan is a stinky knob end. Okay. And we're off to the green. It looks like Roman had the best start, but it's all going to be about if he can get through the first rhythm clean. And get prepared for some conkage here already happening. Yeah, they were going like 4 or 5 wide in that first rhythm. That is not going to work. And you see a good start is a huge advantage on this track because some of these people in the back, man, they are going to be in a rough spot. Fireball qualified 4th. He is all the way in last. So that is not going to be good for him. And Roman, interestingly, is going to lose first in the finish line section. Did not expect it to happen there, but must have just had a bad run off the berm or something like that. So I guess technically we'll be completing the first lap this time around. And I think you're going to see a lot of position changes, especially in the early half of this race, because that start really did conk some people, and I think that certain drivers aren't exactly where they could be, like speed-wise. Like perfect example, I said earlier, Fireball was in last off of the first section, and he qualified 3rd, so he definitely shouldn't be that far back. Oh, and I think he goes down again. That's not going to be good. Fireball's going to be off to a rough start. He might actually cross the finish line last if he can't get by Sector here. He's going to get by Sector. He should be good. Should be good. Vulcan messes up that finish line jump, a very common occurrence. It is not easy to do. You need to be on top of your berms on this track. You need to know how to run the berms as quickly as possible, because if you don't, then some of these jumps are going to be pretty rough for you, and you're probably going to have to roll them. Surprisingly, didn't see that many people roll this triple. A lot of people complaining about it, nobody rolling it, which was odd. Pretty much everybody complaining about it went for it every time. It was quite a bit slower to roll it, but I mean, if you could feel a bad run coming on, it's obviously worth it. Oh my god, that was bad. Ramda trying to recover from a crash, gets into Vulcan. Vulcan goes down. Hunter goes down in front of Armada. Shift is almost spinning out. Camby's going to make an aggressive pass. See how it goes through the sand section. Different speeds for everybody. Hunter's going to have the higher run on the berm, but Camby is in a very tough position. Oh, Hunter not going to be able to make that. That was a tough position for Hunter. He probably should have just rolled it, honestly. So good recovery there, though. Not going to take advantage of going off the side of the track. Very good. That's almost like a textbook. I should record that. Put that in a video. Oh, no. Roman's going to go down off the back of Luke there, and Vulcan jumps over him. Armada also basically jumps over him. Oh, he's going to rough Armada up, though, on the edge of the sand section. Make sure that Armada doesn't take that spot. Through the first rhythm, Armada going to have a rough run. Vulcan as well. Roman, not a perfect run, but way better than what they did. So he's going to take that third place spot back. Solange in first, Luke in second. That's your top three. Fourth and fifth place battle, though, is pretty heated at the moment. Vulcan, oh my god, Vulcan. What a bad run, but he ends up saving it. So Armada is actually your fourth place driver at the moment. Vulcan is your fifth, and Vulcan has a hungry pack. Where did Fireball come from? He's finally getting a run. Oh no, Hunter over the tough blocks again, but Fireball is finally getting up here, right on the edge of the top five, so it's about time. Took him quite a few laps, but he's here now. And that's the thing with this track. I think the top three, depending on who gets the better start, depending on who's more consistent, you're probably not going to see extended battles, but when it comes to the rest of the pack, I think you're going to see battles just all the time on this track. There's just going to be constant battling back and forth, so it should be a pretty entertaining race for that like fourth and fifth place battle. Speaking of which, Roman messes up the rhythm section again, but so do all of these guys except for Armada. Armada actually hit it quite well until the end there, so Vulcan's going to be able to hold on to that position. Fireball, aggressive move on Hunter, his teammate. I don't think Hunter expected that. Oh, ripperoni to detail right there. Bad run through the rhythm section. That was really bad. Let's see where Fireball is. He gets by Shift, I think. Oh, man, that is unfortunate. Not a place you want to make a mistake after that finish line. Oh, he's just going to muscle Shift out of the way. All right. So now we have fourth and fifth. Armada has overtaken fourth. And honestly, these guys, if Armada and Vulcan cleaned up their rhythm section, I think they would be ahead of Roman right now. Roman has not had a very good moto so far. He's been making a lot of mistakes. And if Armada and Vulcan were a little bit more refined on their rhythm section here, I genuinely think they'd be in front of him. Oh, Armada almost had the run. Vulcan does have the run, though, and he takes that spot and is going to be pretty close on the back of Roman here. He's sailing through the sand as well. Vulcan absolutely ripping. Going to take third place here over Roman. I don't know if Vulcan's... Oh, my God. What a place to make a mistake. Vulcan nails the two hardest places of the track. And then the place in the track where all you need to do is hit the berm well, he messes up. And that costs him hard. He loses the spot to Roman, loses it to Armada as well, and now Fireball's not that far behind him. And these three right here are battling really hard still as well. I need a drench, so let's just get a shot here. I saw Armada case the triple just a tad. Not too much, though. As you can see, I'm pretty much going to be watching the rest of the pack for this because the top three are all very separated from each other. Like, there's a pretty healthy gap between each of the top three, so I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm just going to worry on maybe the third place battle, though, because Armada is making a run at Roman. This is weird. Roman was really strong in the heat, but when it comes to this, when it comes to the feature, Armada and Vulcan both are giving him a run for his money. Armada's not, yeah, I was going to say it's not going to work. Roman doesn't even land it. Vulcan does land it that time, and he might have the run down the inside. It's going to be side by side through the double, clean for Vulcan. Armada's going to go take the alternate line. Very rough, very loose, definitely not going to have the speed there. Vulcan was a lot smoother. He's even got to run through the whoops. Vulcan might be able to overtake Roman again. If Roman messes up this triple, nope. Everybody's going to hit it clean. Through the sand section. As you can see, there's like a preferred line there that most of these drivers like to take. You can take faster lines, it's just a little bit more risky. And, you know, it's probably like something you'd want to do on the last lap for a pass. Roman messing up his rhythm section again. Vulcan's going to have the better run, but Roman did it just well enough to hold him off. Vulcan going to go for the cheese line, and it's going to work. Speeds all the way past. He's not going to hit that berm, though. I think Roman's going to overtake him yet again. There it is. Oh, Roman's a little loose, though. He might mess it up. Nope. Vulcan's actually the one that messes up the tabletop. That's interesting. Definitely should have been the other way around, but oh well, Halo physics. And meanwhile, while I'm commentating this amazing Vulcan and Roman battle, which might be one of the best battles of the season, Armada has been creeping this entire time. He was even third at one point, and he hasn't fallen off. He's been there with him the entire time, and he might be able to make a move here if they keep conking each other. Yeah, Armada's not falling off. I mean, I think from previous races you would have expected Armada to fall off at this point, but it looks like he's actually competitive on this track. Armada really wants that grand final spot. He knows that he needs to make fat points gains in these last few weeks, and right now he is on pace for a top 5. Could he overtake Vulcan here? Amazing run through the sand. Vulcan, though, going to have the inside. He's going to have a worse run. Oh, God, the sign. Oh, no. Armada, just like I thought was going to happen, lands right on the back of Vulcan, and that's going to be a ripperoni. He loses a ton of time off that. Vulcan lost a ton of time off Roman. Man, that was a great battle, but I think that might be the end of it there, unfortunately. I was hoping that battle would continue, but I think we are ripperoni. That is so unfortunate, man. That was genuinely one of the best battles all season, I have to say. I don't care if it was for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That was great. There should be like a best battle award. Why isn't that a thing? Might have to add that in. So let's see. Let's get an update on the positions. It's still Slaunch first, Luke second, Roman third. I believe Vulcan. Oh man, Vulcan might sneak back into this. Roman still holding on to third. Vulcan's in 4th. Armada just got overtaken for 5th by Fireball. I thought Fireball was going to get in the top 5 a long time ago. It's taken him quite a while, but now he's here. He might screw this up, though. He's going to land it. Armada's going to land it. Oh, did not expect a mistake there, though. Fireball, you're going to try to hold on to this 5th place position. Let's see if I can figure out where everybody else is. Looks like Hunter's in 6th. Camby in 7th. And it looks like Detail in 8th, Shift 9th, Elite 10th, Sector 11th. Is that right? That's got to be right. That's got to be right. All right, I think I just got the order there for you guys. And that was a pretty good time to pull out the order because we are getting fairly close to the end of this race here. There's about a minute and like 30 seconds to go, so not too much of this race left. Most of these drivers are going to be settling into their positions. Let's see if there's any hot battles on track to follow. It looks like Fireball and Armada is still the battle to watch. So let's check this out. Armada's actually making gains. He's catching up to Fireball. I got to give Armada credit. He practiced this track a lot, and he really wants to make the grand finals. He's trying to earn it here, and he's been very, like, he hasn't been top 3, you know, battle for the win, but he's been very competitive, like, you know, in the top 5 for these past few weeks, and he's looking very strong on this track. Like, cut down a few of the mistakes, and he could be 3rd right now, honestly. Cut down a few of the mistakes, he could be 3rd easily. All right, we're going to have to, Armada makes a mistake, though, as I was talking about mistakes, and I was going to say we got to follow this Roman-Vulcan battle that's starting to heat up. Vulcan with the run. Roman messed up a little bit there. Let's get a quick update. All right, we're getting close. I believe it's going to be 3 to go this time by. I'm like 100% sure it's going to be 3 to go this time by. But Vulcan and Roman have been having one of the greatest battles that I've seen all season. And this battle is not over quite yet. There's still 3 laps to go, and there's still time for these guys to finish out their fight. Who's going to come out on top? Roman's had this spot for the longest amount of time. Every time Vulcan or Armada, oh no, every time Vulcan or Armada's been able to make a run, then they always make a mistake and conk it, lose the spot back. So that's kind of what just happened there. Vulcan was like right on Roman's bumper. Now he's way behind him. But Roman, it looked like he made a slight mistake there in the rhythm section. Does Vulcan nail it? No, Vulcan, no. Vulcan messes it up almost worse than Roman did, I would say. And then he's going to mess up the sand section too. Oh my god, it's all falling apart. Fireball is making a late race run. He might be able to pass Vulcan. Vulcan is really throwing this race away here. Oh no! Almost goes off the berm. Fireball had to watch out for that. Vulcan goes down. Fireball is going to case as well. Armada is back in this fight. This battle's been insane. And I think we're hitting 2 to go right there, so still a little bit of time for this battle to finish. I would say it's safe to say Roman has earned his 3rd place podium. He would have to screw up really, really hard in order to lose this, but this battle is definitely not over. Vulcan, Fireball, and Armada, big battle here in terms of Grand Finals points. Vulcan, Armada potentially fighting for a points position. This could be a pivotal battle here, especially Fireball. Fireball actually plays one of the biggest roles in this if he can take this spot. See who hits the rhythm section clean. Fireball looks like he's going to have the better run, I would say. Yes, Fireball is going to have the best run easily. Oh, he conks it a little bit at the end. Armada actually had a pretty good run at the end. Vulcan and Fireball are going to mess up the sand. Armada messes it up as well. What is happening? Vulcan goes down from sector off the side of the track. Armada trying to work the inside on Fireball. Not able to do it quite yet, but there's still another lap. They both case it. Oh my god, Vulcan cases it as well. These guys are on their final lap right now, I believe. Yeah, I think they're on their final lap. The race, I believe, just ended, though, so I think Slaunch just took the Moto win. Or perhaps, no, he's still on 1 lap to go as well, so these guys got quite a ways to go. Fireball, no! He lags at the worst possible time. Oh, and Armada goes down. Vulcan as well. Fireball is done. He's off the side of the track. It is over. It's all over for Fireball. Oh my goodness. He should still be able to hold on to that position from Hunter, but that is just a horrible way to end that battle. But this battle is still not over. Armada conks the rhythm. Vulcan's definitely going to have the better run. He is gone. He conks it a little bit at the end, though, but Armada's still struggling. And that was a great run right there. Oh, Vulcan, though, in the sand, having a hard time through the sand. Armada with a great run. These guys are just going back and forth this entire race. Here we go, white flag for them. Oh, no, Vulcan conks it in front of Armada, and that's going to affect Armada way harder than Vulcan, dude. Vulcan messed that line up every single lap this race, it felt like. Like, every other lap, Vulcan fudged up, and that has been conking Armada all race. I genuinely feel bad. Why is Slaunch not pulling off the track? I feel like we've been running 80 laps too many here. Okay, thank you. He's pulling off. So Slaunch takes the Moto win. Luke's going to take 2nd. Roman's going to take 3rd. But I'm more interested in where this battle ends up one more time through the rhythm and the sand. And Vulcan. Oh, lap traffic. Vulcan hit it clean. Oh, Vulcan's. Oh, Armada. Oh, no. Oh, Ripperoni. That is it. That is it. Vulcan is going to come out with the 4th place championship here. Armada with the 5th. Not too bad. And Fireball with that lag spike gonna take 6th. Wow. That was the best battle all season. You know what? I'm changing my best race vote to this race. Just for that battle. I'm dead serious right now. Probably sounds like I'm joking. I'm not. I'm literally changing it right now. Actually, can you change it? Fuck it, of course I can change it. Alright, just voted for 10. No, I can't change it. Dude! Come on, bro. Well, I'm changing my vote. God, why does everybody vote for Road Atlantis? That track's broken. It's not broken anymore. It's going to be freaking amazing next season, but track has an exploit. I'm not voting for any track that has an exploit, so I'm not voting for Tysonburg either. Even though Tysonburg was a pretty good race, that like cut line through the rut, complete exploit, and that kind of ruined it, in my opinion. I think the same thing applies to Road Atlantis. What other tracks had an exploit this season? Was there any? Not really. I don't think there was, actually. Yeah, I don't think there was at all. It's interesting. Alright, let's go to the final results. I'm just saying, Season 3 and 4 Road Atlantis were better than this season's. And this season's had some pretty damn good races. Alright, so Slunch takes the win. Luke 2nd, Roman 3rd, Vulcan 4th, Armada 5th, Fireball 6th, Hunter 7th, Camby 8th, Detail 9th, Elite 10th, Shift 11th, Sector 12th. That is your results. Let's get on to the second moto.